President, Saudi Arabia can be made to pay and pay dearly without war. Urgency is not called for. Our vital interests are protected. The coalition is not equal. Priorities are not in order. As we debate today and are consumed by this issue, the Soviets are rolling into the Baltic states. Something that is infinitely of greater consequence to our vital interest and the future security of this nation, of a changed Soviet attitude, than anything that will happen in Kuwait.
Mr. President, I will vote for the Lieberman-Warner amendment to authorize the use of military force against Iraq. And unlike my colleague from West Virginia and Maryland, I do not believe this is a rush to war. I believe it's a march to peace and security. I believe that failure to overwhelmingly support this resolution is likely to enhance the prospects that war will occur. And in line with what the distinguished lady from New York just said, I believe that passage of this with strong support is very likely to enhance the prospects that the Secretary of State will get a very strong resolution out of the Security Council. I'll vote for this because we should support compelling Iraq to make good on its obligations to the United Nations.
Folks, you're looking at one of us going to have to end this war. One of us on this stage will have to end this war. And the next president's going to be left with virtually no margin for error. They better be smarter than their Secretary of State, and they better have the confidence of the American people because they have the depth and breadth of knowledge to be able to end it and do it without chaos.
There's only one path to a durable political settlement in Iraq. And quite frankly, that's the one I proposed, the Biden exit strategy, prior to the vote in the Senate referred to as Biden-Gill. It does something very simple. In addition to getting 75 senators to vote for it, repudiating the Bush policy, in addition to getting a majority of the international community to support it, in addition to my personally speaking with almost every major Iraqi leader, Sunni, Shia, and Kurd, who've signed on to it, it does something very basic. It decentralizes power, gives the Iraqis local control over local police, jobs, education, and services. It keeps a limited central government to distribute oil revenues, and it brings in the United Nations to oversee the political settlement. It's what the Iraqi Constitution calls for.
Barack Obama's offered a clear plan. Shift responsibility to the Iraqis over the next 16 months, draw down our combat troops. Ironically, the same plan that Maliki, the Prime Minister of Iraq, and George Bush are now negotiating. The only odd man out here, only one left out, is John McCain, number one.
We kept our promise to remove all American troops from Iraq, Iraqi cities. We kept our promise to end our combat mission last August and reduce our forces in Iraq to 50,000. And at the end of this month, we will keep our promise to remove our remaining troops from Iraq, which when we came to office, numbered 140,000 American forces.
Do you have doubts about the leadership of the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman?
I do, and I have, and I think they've been confirmed.
What doubts did you have?
My doubts are that there is very little sense of rule of law, respect for human rights, dignity, and the allegations that are made so far, I don't know yet, are not inconsistent with the way the kingdom would act. So I'm very worried that the president seems to have a love affair with autocrats.